What is going on, guys? This is JW Films, and this is JW Money in the Bank, the final pay-per-view in WWE 2K15 before we move on to 2K16, of course, in JW Universe. And we're going to start out with a huge match. It's RVD, Cody Rhodes, Chris Jericho, CM Punk, Damian Sandow, and William Regal in the JW Raw Money in the Bank contract ladder match to start off this epic night that you're not going to want to miss. You're seeing it right here on JW Films. If you haven't already subscribed, leave a like for this huge event as Y2J Chris Jericho is counting down. And a very interesting story of Chris Jericho. His whole real season here, I guess if you want to call it that, in WWE 2K15 has been nothing but a failure. Losing consistent matches, you know, likes the Batista and everything. All of a sudden, he does lose a Money in the Bank qualifier, all in the same time that Triple H loses one as well. Of course, our general manager putting himself in the match and losing. This causes a whole backstage disrupt. So Chris Jericho gets a second shot in this Money in the Bank qualifier, and he does make it that time. The man he faced is Batista, who will actually have an impromptu match against Bray Wyatt. His final chance to prove himself. And here comes CM Punk, the best in the world. Of course, in that pink attire. It is October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Also could be a Bret Hart attire, I believe that is. Yeah, it's Money in the Bank. CM Punk's favorite match he's won the most out of any other Money in the Bank competitor in the WWE. But this is the JW, and Chris Jericho actually, our first Mr. Money in the Bank. And then, of course, Daniel Bryan won it on SmackDown. And forgetting there was another Raw Money in the Bank holder, but whomever they are, they're about to be joined by one of these men, and one of the men, of course, in the SmackDown match. Now here comes Cody Rhodes, our hardcore champion, of course, defeating Adam Rose almost a few months ago now on JW Raw for that title, and just looks like he's going to hold on to it. Not defending this tonight, of course. He's obligated for this Money in the Bank contract match, so he's going to keep that hardcore title with him and see if he can add that Money in the Bank briefcase to his repertoire. Been absolutely sadistic, Cody Rhodes, and I'm expecting to see the same thing in this match. Here comes Damian Sandow, the intellectual savior of the masses, and he's making his way to the ring in that jacket and the pink trunks that we all know and love from Mr. Sandow. And of course, another favorite, I guess, for this match. We got plenty of capable people in here. Few former Money in the Bank winners in the WWE, including Sandow being one of them. One of the few to unsuccessfully cash in. But we will see if Damian Sandow can pull out a victory here tonight. I certainly think he has it in him. But another man, of course, who's won Money in the Bank and successfully cashed in is Rob Van Dam, who's also making his way to the ring now. And a ladder match, hardcore match, enthusiast, high flyer. Lots of benefits here. Lots of things benefit Rob Van Dam in this situation compared to some other competitors. But I think this should be a very competitive match. Seems like the crowd is very behind Rob Van Dam. And see if he can pull out a victory, of course. And then our last member of this match, how could we forget William Regal? Just making his way to the ring, taking his time, that William Regal strut. Of course, we're in the Money in the Bank arena, our final pay-per-view until WWE 2K16, a final show. And then, of course, we'll get the draft going, that'll be up. We'll get some roster videos, informations, promos, and sometime around November, December, January, and within those months, we'll start putting out some JW Raw, JB SmackDown content. Plenty of more to announce. I'll go in depth in this in some future videos. But of course, we're still here in 2K15 for a few more days, and of course, William Regal now looking to make an impact for that next season. He became Money in the Bank winner, of course. All titles are being vacated except for Mr. Money in the Bank tonight and the World Championships. That's why those are the only matches tonight, as well as that match with Batista. You know, usually on a pay-per-view, the European Championship, Hardcore Championship, Tag Team Championships on each show, United States title, but those titles are being vacated, and the reason for this is the whole influx of roster changes, the exclusions, the inclusions, and the gimmick changes, everything like that. There's way too many different people in this roster to keep our champions updated. Of course, we're starting out this Money in the Bank match, and this one, as well as the SmackDown one, I can expect to be nothing less than chaotic. Ladder already in the ring, CM Punk going for it. But, you know, it's almost hard to call this action when everyone's in the ring like that. And, see William Regal with a fireman's carry, rolls him down. Of course, that classical English style of wrestling that William Regal does possess. Now a backbreaker by William Regal. You see RVD working on Chris Jericho in the background. Neckbreaker by Cody Rhodes. Ladders moving all over the place. This is a hectic situation. And that was that leg sweep. Oh, it was by Sandow. It looked like it was by Regal. Sandow now with the upper hand. And you see Cody Rhodes with the Alabama Slam in the ring. Sandow trying to position that ladder. It's a good strategy in these matches. Everyone seems to be occupied. He gets William Regal down, goes for that ladder, but William Regal gets back up. And a crossroads already for Rob Van Dam that seriously does some damage. Well, this isn't a pinfall or submission situation. Any finishing move or any punch or kick can cost you in this match. You gotta climb up that ladder, have the strength in you to pick up the briefcase. And, you know, it's all about preserving your health, I guess, if you want to call that. See a nice kick to RVD by CM Punk. Now with DDT. Such similar styles of wrestling RVD and CM Punk have. I guess you could also draw a comparison with Sandow and Regal's moveset. The two are also going in the background, though. Chris Jericho, he's just taking a breather out there. Seemed to be on a knee, struggling, and it's a smart strategy. He's watching his opponents just decimate each other, and it seems like they're all too busy with each other to notice. So they're on the outside of the ring. Of course, it's Chris Jericho. Sandow with a nice reversal in the ring to RVD. Now looking to climb the ladder, grab that briefcase for a second time. Oh my God, and a power bomb. Saw CM Punk shove down the ladder, and an unintentional alliance by those two. William Regal power bombs Damien Sandow from that briefcase dangling onto the mat. Now we got two ladders standing in the ring. This is absolute chaos. Oh my God, just throwing people into ladders. Sandow's got one in his hand, using it as a weapon. RVD with the springboard. Oh, ladders are just flying everywhere. This is a chaotic situation. Of course, this really is must-win for all of these guys. They got to, you know, of course, the last 2K15 episode. And of course, they want to have a good impact going into our next season here. And really, all these guys could benefit. CM Punk, William Regal, Rob Van Dam, Cody Rhodes, and Damien Sandow. I think Cody Rhodes delivering that to CM Punk. And, of course, the exclusions of CM Punk and RVD in the 2K16 roster. Another reason, you know, all the exclusions and things. But I guess they'd have to find a way in if they did win this ladder match. Create a wrestler, something like that. Nothing is impossible here in the JW, and it's still 2K15 kinda. And you know, like I said, anything can happen. But Rhodes and Sandow, two former friends, enemies, you name it, they've done it in the ring. And Sandow's really been the most aggressive going towards the briefcase and consistently climbing up that ladder, reaching for the briefcase. Now Cody Rhodes is getting it all softened up. Oh my God, Rob Van Dam just throws the both of them. A sick thud on the mat. We're about 9 minutes or so into this match. CM Punk with the right hand of Chris Jericho on the outside. Elbow of disdain inside the ring onto Cody Rhodes. Seems to be taking a beating in this match, but he gets right back up. Chris Jericho now back in the ring. Everyone's in the ring at this point. CM Punk, springboard, clothesline. Crazy circumstances, crazy match. Ladder is down. CM Punk looks like he's going for a GTS on Chris Jericho. Can he connect? Looks like it. There's the GTS. See Regal and Rhodes wrestling over that ladder. Rhodes just forcefully using the ladder, knocks down both Sandow and Jericho. Cody Rhodes probably one of the most dominant in this match, also taking a lot of moves. It's really hard to be dominant in this situation, but Cody Rhodes is doing a fair enough job. If you take a look at the meters down there, Cody Rhodes is highest up. Good at persevering in this match. Sandow gets the upper hand on Rhodes. And you see the difficulty here, trying to place the ladder, and so many bodies in the ring. But looks like Sandow's now moving on to Cody Rhodes. Maybe he realizes he's got to take him out of the situation. He's being too dominant. Sick move by there. By Sandow, of course. Jericho has been knocked out of the ring. And could be out for a long time out there. Struggling to get back up. But I don't think it's too much avail. Rob Van Dam falls in the middle of the ring now. Now William Regal setting up the ladder. Cody Rhodes taking the opportunity. Everyone's occupied right now. This could be Cody Rhodes' victory. But CM Punk got the upper hand, pulls him off. Now a nice suplex. William Regal with the ladder. There's chairs, ladders all over this ring. People are bloodied open. It's a chaotic match. Now Rob Van Dam still has that ladder. Another GTS, this time to Cody Rhodes. Knee to the face. Sandow looking like he's going for a signature move here. That suplex, that standing suplex, the power of Damien Sandow put on display. Decently sized William Regal. Bloodied Rob Van Dam all over his forehead. Oh, and he gets thrown down. Now on the mat with all the other wrestlers in the ring. Chris Jericho nowhere to be found. Nice reverse DDT there. Now it's Regal and RVD looking to win the match. And of course, this could be the end of it. Uppercuts all over the place by Regal. Attempted headbutt there. Oh no, Regal. Oh my God, the big suplex. That could have cost him the match and Rob Van Dam, although Regal is able to get right back up. Only for Punk. Hit Regal right in the back of the head with that ladder. Now CM Punk asserting himself with the ladder. See if he's stalking Sandow. Oh, and Sandow, he gets the ladder. Not letting Punk do it, but he places it down. I'm not sure how smart this is. Elbow of disdain to Cody Rhodes, just throwing moves at each other. Everyone in this match. It's really hard to pick an opponent, of course, all the action in the ring, but it seems like it's spacing out. People are moving out of the ring. Sandow with that choke slam like move. Now it's Sandow's match to win right now. Sandow and Punk, the only two left standing. Could also be Cody Rhodes' opportunity, but it seems like action's pouring back in the ring. Chris Jericho still recovering on the outside, it seems. And Cody Rhodes back up to his feet. It's his opportunity now. Springboard all over the place. Jericho struggling to get back in this match. Cody Rhodes now with the crossroads. Seems like Jericho's had enough. He's given up. Or maybe he's just still having these guys beat the hell out of each other. I'm not sure the strategy here. But it could end up working out for him. I'm sure there's some thought involved. Sandow knocked down all three men right there with the same ladder in the same shot. Sandow, all the bodies are on the floor. Oh, but he realizes Cody Rhodes is getting up. I don't know. Sandow falls right off, but he gets back up. Now he's struggling. Maybe he fell there. Again, he's just not feeling the briefcase at this very moment. CM Punk, while everyone's occupied, of course. Cody Rhodes climbing the ladder. And Punk. This can't be good. Punk falls off. Oh my God, Cody Rhodes mangled through the ropes and the ladder. Now a backbreaker to Regal. It seems we're getting back to more chaotic action here. And of course, whoever has this briefcase can use it now until October of next season. So around when 2K17 is going to drop. And, we don't even have 2K16 just yet, but you got to think that Cody Rhodes, Rob Van Dam, William Regal, CM Punk, Damian Sandow, or Chris Jericho. We'll have a whole year to cash in. Oh my God. What even was that by Rob Van Dam? The big flipping move, but William Regal, no one's noticing except for the fans, of course. William Regal's up there. Cody Rhodes. Looks like Rob Van Dam. Oh my God, this crazy action here. Cody Rhodes falling off for again. He's busted open. Rob Van Dam also busted open. Punk and Sandow brawling outside the ring. And it's crunch time now, it seems. Rob Van Dam gets to Regal. All these guys back in the ring now. Chris Jericho still not present. CM Punk gets dropped by Sandow. Another flip, but that was failed by Rob Van Dam. Cody Rhodes now setting up the ladder. Oh, this is dangerous. Cody Rhodes. Sandow's trying to get him. Oh my God, but he got it. Oh, right as Sandow pushed down that ladder, Cody Rhodes was able to retrieve it. And Cody Rhodes literally in the last second comes out the victor in this Money in the Bank. We got to see the replay on that one. There's Punk getting shoved down. Chris Jericho outside the ring where he spent all this match. It's another kind of developing story, I guess, why Chris Jericho was doing that. Let's see if we can get up to the win of Cody Rhodes here. He did have the briefcase in hand. He dropped to the floor. Both feet hit the mat. And that was it. Here we see Cody Rhodes. He's climbing up that ladder. And right as Sandow, look, he's about to push it down. And Cody Rhodes gets it. Falls behind Sandow. I don't even know if Sandow realized until the bell rung. And Cody Rhodes is Mr. Money in the Bank on Raw. He now has a year to cash in that contract during the 2K16, WWE 2K16 season. And up next, coming off this big victory for Cody Rhodes, another big match. Bray Wyatt and Batista, two heavyweights at JW Raw, just going at it. It's an impromptu match. Batista is furious that he lost to Chris Jericho a few months ago. Could not get in the Money in the Bank match, but he did want to be on the pay-per-view. Triple H gave him that opportunity. Gave him a match. Bray Wyatt, who of course has a victory over the champion Ryback. Could be in a number one contendership position, but we're not sure how that's going to work in this new 2K16 season. But here comes Batista to not much fanfare, but Batista don't give a fuck. Doing the pyro, gunslinger, whatever you want to call it. He looks impressive tonight, but can he be impressive against the Eater of Worlds is the question. See Batista, he looks very confident as he always does, but we talked about Chris Jericho having a bad season, but Batista also didn't really get a break. One of the first few episodes, Batista was a victim of a double cross kind of situation. We all thought CM Punk joined the NWO in the first episode, but then came out in NWO shirt and everything, and then he got Batista disqualified by attacking Hollywood Hogan in the middle of the match. Took Batista out of that World Championship tournament, and then CM Punk and Batista would have a match that Batista would lose, and since then he even lost to Chris Jericho, who didn't have a victory at all before this. And you know, being the one guy that Chris Jericho beat this season, always losing the title opportunities. He was in the Elimination Chamber in the Royal Rumble. Overall, an unimpressive season. The lights are out, and that can only mean one thing. It's the Wyatt family. Oh my God, Batista's out in the ring. What is this? They're already here. Bray Wyatt, of course, with Luke Harper and Eric Rowe and his henchmen, his followers, and we didn't even have a match yet, but Sister Abigail seems clear. A spot on, perfect Sister Abigail. What has happened? Bray Wyatt pretty much teleport into the ring with his disciples, and now he's just looking over his newly killed prey. Follow the buzzards. Bray Wyatt sending a message to anyone that comes his way. Of course, he'll be a big player in the WWE 2K16 season, of course. And I guess we're moving on here to our JW SmackDown World Title match. It's Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton, of course. This dates back to Old School Night when Paul Heyman was making a promo about his beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. To then be interrupted by Randy Orton, who said Brock Lesnar's never faced anyone like the Viper, like Randy Orton, which then led Paul Heyman to agree to a match between Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar on SmackDown on that Old School Night in the main event. And in that, Brock Lesnar would go for a shooting star press, I believe it was, and Randy Orton would reverse that into an RKO, get the victory. And since then, Brock Lesnar has been pissed, and you can see it in a look here. Paul Heyman is not even out here. Brock Lesnar just wants to go to work, and we'll see if Randy Orton can compete with that that mentality that Brock Lesnar has. Wants to retain his championship. Of course, he beat The Undertaker for that title, took him out of action. I believe this was since Payback a few months ago, and still no update on The Undertaker. But here comes the Legend Killer. I guess you could call him the Beast Killer if he does get another victory over Brock Lesnar tonight. It's Randy Orton in his Legend Killer throwback shirt. Of course, the RKO did put Brock Lesnar away on SmackDown. He's beat him before. And one of the few people to have a victory over Brock Lesnar. Others names include Hulk Hogan and a few other, top stars here on JB SmackDown. It's a very impressive feat to defeat this man, Brock Lesnar, especially if you do it twice in a row. Randy Orton might be the only person to do that if he can do it tonight. Of course, in the WWE 2K15 season, of course. But it would still, of course, be impressive for Randy Orton to get a victory here tonight, capture the Undisputed Championship, and go into WWE 2K16 as JW SmackDown's World Champion. Of course, Randy Orton, his signature pose now in the corner. Brock Lesnar just standing there, looking down at his prey, like this with Bray Wyatt. Same situation here. Maybe Brock Lesnar could just quickly put away Randy Orton, forget about him, and move on to next season. And we'll see if that's the case here. Of course, Randy Orton raising his hand, the challenger, and your reigning, defending, undisputed JW champion, over on JW SmackDown, which you can catch on Fridays every week, but might move to Thursdays in WWE2K16. Regardless, it's Brock Lesnar, the main man on SmackDown. Of course, new challengers would arise for any of whoever wins this match. Of course, is going to deal with some new challengers. Some of the new roster additions in WWE2K16. Of course, it all depends on the draft. Who's drafted a SmackDown, who's drafted a Raw. Of course, this is for SmackDown's World Championship. Who will be the champion leading into next season? Coming very soon, closer than you know. And we see just the right hands, the left hands. Knocks down Orton just with punches, and Brock Lesnar's enjoying this. This is how Brock Lesnar wins matches in the early goings, just decimates his opponents and weakens them to the point where there is no recovery. Brock Lesnar now just pounding on the face of Randy Orton on that mat. Brock Lesnar now. Oh my god, the fallout slam. Got tangled up in the ropes there on the way down. Now just showing his dominance. And it's the first of many suplexes. Suplex City is in session. See people in the crowd taking pictures. This is a historic moment here for the JW, for JW SmackDown. And another one. It's the second suplex this time around. Brock Lesnar just going to work on Randy Orton here. Randy Orton, little to no offense so far, but he does take opportunity there. Brock Lesnar, of course, taunting, costs him there with the drop kick. Now numerous stomps. Brock Lesnar picks him back up. And Randy Orton could be looking to make a comeback here. As press and the multiple punches. That right hand of Randy Orton. And he compete with the right hand of Brock Lesnar. We'll see that kick to the groin. Brock Lesnar, though, able to bounce back up into a suplex, of course. Fourth, fifth suplex. I'm already losing count. Randy Orton taking a breather. Well, it's not like very Randy Orton thing to do. It's smart to do against Brock Lesnar. Now it's back and forth. It looks like Brock Lesnar with the reversal. Punch to the head. Orton now. Guys, Brock Lesnar. Oh my God. Hits him on the ropes. Top rope, his abdomen connecting. Just the body moving in a strange way it's not supposed to. We see these clotheslines by Orton. And the scoop slam. Randy Orton making a comeback here. Could capture the JW Undisputed Championship and head into SmackDown next season. Just as you think that, Brock Lesnar. Oh, and he snaps in the Kimura lock. This has broken the arm of so many competitors. And Randy Orton's really fighting to get out of this. Brock Lesnar has it on good. Of course, at any moment, Randy Orton's arm could just snap, and this would have to be a forfeit match. Brock Lesnar would be champion. Very smart of Lesnar to use this as opposed to the F5. As we know, Randy Orton's very perseverant. But when you're in this hold and it's locked on good. Oh my God, Randy Orton get real close to tapping out here. Trying to fight it, trying to move his arm away from Brock. Brock's going to break the hold. He knows he hasn't had Orton yet. But I can tell you he's probably feeling his opponent. Just waiting for the right moment to get that victory. Brock Lesnar's very calculating like that. Brock Lesnar now. What's he going for? Huge suplex onto the mat. That was a gigantic suplex. I guess you could count that one as 2 if we're counting here. And now another suplex, but Brock Lesnar's not letting go. This is a repeated suplex. That was 3 in a row there. Brock Lesnar didn't even break a sweat. Now, calling for a finishing move here. And if he's smart, he's going for that. Oh, he's going for the F5. No. DDT by Orton. Orton now. This could be the upset. Brock Lesnar dominant this whole match. Goes for the RKO. Oh my God, and Brock Lesnar reverses. Oh no, and Brock Lesnar now with the Kimura. Randy Orton's in critical damage, instantly tapping out. Such an epic sequence there we just witnessed. Randy Orton, we thought had it. Brock Lesnar was able to shove off Randy Orton. Get that hold in again. The second time, and Orton's arm had just had enough. The same arm he used to RKO, of course, which is maybe how Brock Lesnar was able to get out of it. It's that same arm that Brock Lesnar used to hit the head of Brock Lesnar. Maybe Brock Lesnar just moved it in a certain way, throwing him off. There we see again. And then that same arm getting used to, of course, in that Kimura lock. And Brock Lesnar with a dominant victory, a very quick one, only about a 5-minute match. And Brock Lesnar's your champion. He's reigning supreme. His title reign continues. He's going to be one of the first ever inter-season champions. We've never done this before. We had a 13 season and a 15 season, and nothing overlapped. But this time, Brock Lesnar is going to bring this title into 2K16, and that means he's staying on SmackDown, of course. And of course, we know that Cody Rhodes also is staying on Raw. He did win the Money in the Bank contract. This is all in the JW draft. And then we're going to have our JW SmackDown Money in the Bank JW Raw World title match. The winners of those will stay on their respective shows. But here we go with Money in the Bank action. Another 6-man ladder match. This is Neville, Sheamus, Curtis Axel, The Rock, Daniel Bryan, and Edge. A star-studded match. Some of JW SmackDown's best this whole year, competing in matches here for It's, of course, for Money in the Bank. And all these guys, while they've had good seasons, could have better seasons in 2K16. It all depends on their victory tonight. Whoever gets this victory, of course, all 6 of the main event caliber. And, you know, definitely capable of doing this. But you do have such fortifiable opponents here. So, some good competition in this match. Both ladders in the ring. Seems to be a trend in these matches here tonight. Chaos. Spewing outside the ring now, even with The Rock and Sheamus. Not for very long, though. Someone's out on the outside. I'm not even sure who it is. Edge. Edge was just thrown to the outside at some point. Didn't get to call that one. Back in the ring now. All 6 of them. But Edge is going to leave again. It's a chaotic match, and if I'm anyone in this match, I want to win this as quick as possible. I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want to fall on any ladders. Set that ladder up like Edge is doing. Climb it. Try to get that briefcase as quick as possible. Take as little damage and have a huge payout. Of course, the Money in the Bank. Cash it in at any time that you want on any of our JW shows. Whoever the winner is, cash it on their world champion. Any pay-per-view, any show. Backstage, they could do it wherever. Daniel Bryan now outside the ring, taking a breather, just like Chris Jericho was in the Money in the Bank match, and that did cost him. But Daniel Bryan's just all over the place here. All 5 of the rest of them are in the match. Daniel Bryan grabbing another ladder, and I don't see the point really. Curtis Axel is hanging off there. Sheamus is able to catch him. No briefcase still secured to the string, the rope hanging above the arena. Of course, you got to climb the ladder and unhook the briefcase, all while trying to fight off 5 other people. Daniel Bryan doing a good job at fighting them off, kicking the Rock right in the head. And Daniel Bryan, he's getting a sense here. The yes movement in full force. We heard the fans. They do want Daniel Bryan to win. Climbs up there real fast. Daniel Bryan, he's still up there on that ladder. He still got it. Sheamus thought he got him. Oh my God. Daniel Bryan wins in record time. It was a 2-minute, 3-minute match. Daniel Bryan has already retrieved that briefcase. Might have fell off, but could have been botched or something. Daniel Bryan getting that briefcase, and just as I said, quick as possible. Maybe that was Daniel Bryan's strategy. Sheamus thought he knocked Daniel Bryan off the ladder, and he realized he didn't. It was all too late, because Daniel Bryan had already won. So now we know Brock Lesnar is your world champion. Daniel Bryan's Mr. Money in the Bank, and both of them will be returning to SmackDown. So it's 2 huge names already confirmed for SmackDown. Of course, we know Cody Rhodes is confirmed for JW Raw. This next match is for the biggest title in the JW, the World Heavyweight Championship. It's Ryback and Cesaro for the world title. And the winner of this match will not only be the champion, but will stay on JW Raw. So that could either be Ryback, the current champion, defeating CM Punk and Hulk Hogan in a triple threat match at Payback. Of course, Ryback, Cesaro in this match. A feud that's been building for months. Of course, 2 of the most powerful guys in the JW. They're going to come head to head here. A huge match here at JW Money in the Bank. Ryback's making his way to the ring in his vest and his jeans and all, with that world title NWO spray painted still from Hollywood Hulk Hogan's first reign back in January of this year. Ryback telling them to wake up, telling the Ryback fans, I guess if he has any left, Ryback with some disrespectful actions in the last few weeks in JW Raw. Cesaro seems to be the fan favorite here. Of course, everyone wants to see Cesaro succeed, and he's finally got the chance to prove that he can succeed and he can win the world title. He's got the opportunity tonight. Cesaro, he's making his entrance to much fanfare. The crowd's on their feet for the King of Swing, it says on his t-shirt. He looks ready, prepared for this match. He's had plenty of time to prepare. And it's the biggest match in Cesaro's career. Looking to close off this season on a high point. He had the undefeated streak, he had the European title run, #1 contenderships, and it could all end right now with the World Championship, staying on JW Raw, winning the world title, and defending that. But of course, we do know Cody Rhodes is Mr. Money in the Bank. So if whoever wins this match tonight, if Ryback wins, if Cesaro wins, how long will that reign last? Because at any time in next season, Cody Rhodes can cash in. The first episode of JW Raw, Cody Rhodes can cash in on Cesaro, on Ryback, whoever wins. And that could be the end of their reign. It could only be a one-show reign over a few months, of course, but with no defenses, of course. This is our last show in 2K15, and Ryback looks ready. Holding that belt with pride that he's held for a few months now, one of the longer reigns that I can remember. Ryback, of course, joining champions like Hulk Hogan, John Cena, The Undertaker, CM Punk, Kevin Nash. Absolutely huge names, and Ryback, or Cesaro, looking to join those elite names that have held the world title on JW Raw. And here we go. This match is starting. Collar and elbow. We haven't seen any of these tonight, but we're seeing some wrestling. Seeing some chain wrestling here tonight in the main event. Cesaro's got Ryback grounded, and he just bullies Ryback. Very rare that you see Ryback thrown around, but Cesaro and Ryback are toe-to-toe and hand-in-hand, I guess I should say, in the power range. See a body slam there. Cesaro showing his dominance, showing his power, throwing around the 300-pounder like it's nothing. But Ryback, the 300-pounder, of course, is also powerful. Hits that spine buster with beauty. And he's calling for Ryback, but he's not going to wait. He's going to go outside the ring, thrown into the barricade by Cesaro. Now these vicious right hands. Oh, he just knocks him to the floor. Cesaro's in the ring. His WWE Universe, the Cesaro section, listening to him. Fans know something Cesaro doesn't. That's Ryback's right behind him. Oh my God, the tilt-a-whirl slam. Ryback picks up Cesaro now. Cesaro's got the upper hand. Suplex. See very wrestling oriented moves here. That double stomp, the very unique style, old school wrestling style of Cesaro. The power style of Ryback. We do know Cesaro is also powerful, like I said. Here's the Fez press. Just toying with Cesaro now is Ryback, but can't do this early in the match. Very even match so far. Oh, and Ryback with the submission move, the camel clutch. Something you don't see Ryback do very often. Looking to weaken that midsection of Cesaro. Ryback pulling out all the stops here. I haven't seen Ryback do any of those. Big boot. Oh, it's blocked by Ryback. What a reversal. Oh my God, the headbutt. Surprised no one's busted open after the headbutt. Cesaro's just in a rage right now. I'm getting their names confused. This is how back and forth the match is. Cesaro taking the upper hand. Suplex. And now he's got time to pander to his crowd while Ryback's on his feet. Big punch into the corner. Now the shoulder tackles. Ryback now, what's he got in mind? Big suplex. We saw one of these by Brock earlier in the night. Oh, and the big suplex. Sends Ryback crashing down. And at this point, I could say it's Cesaro's match right now. Can't go any better for the Swiss Superman. Big uppercut. Oh, just when you thought Cesaro had it, Ryback hits the reversal. Throws Cesaro into the corner. And Ryback now in his position. Throws Ryback. And the suplex right there. Elbow. Ryback showing why he is the champion, why he beat two legends in CM Punk and Hulk Hogan a few months ago at Payback. But Cesaro's taking it right back to him. Maybe trying not to let Ryback have too much momentum. Cesaro was doing well. Just do the same thing and he should probably win the match. Suplex now. Ryback, oh my god, gets right back up from that suplex. Clothesline. Back body drop. This could spell the end for Cesaro. Spine buster. Oh, but Ryback is not done. That's another spine buster. But Ryback this time asserting himself afterwards. Goes for the cover. And it's a 1 count, a 1 kick out by Cesaro after 2 spine busters. Multiple power moves by Ryback. Here's the ultimate move. It's the shell-shocked. Ryback's finishing move. This ended that match at Payback that I'm talking about. The triple threat match. Against one man. Could also end. Ryback, he's going. JW Raw, he's being the champion. Oh my god, Cesaro with that quick kick out. That was barely even a 1 count. Cesaro was fired up. Cesaro. Springboard. Uppercut. The uppercut train. And now Cesaro calling for the swing. This is the This is the move. This was the undefeated streak of Ryback earlier in the year. This could win him the world title. 7 spins. See, it took the wind out of Cesaro. Better hope Ryback doesn't kick out. And we have a new world champion in Cesaro. An amazing match. One of the best matches here in JW. And Cesaro, Cinderella story has come true. What a great match. Ryback, Cesaro. Look at these highlights here. That King of Swing. Cesaro now, he's able to celebrate with that world title. He's going to go to JW Raw. He's going to be the world champion heading into the WWE 2K16. But wait a minute. It's Cody Rhodes, Mr. Money in the Bank. He's changed. He's back out. This is a cash-in right here. Mere seconds after Cesaro's victory. He could lose it right now. What's this? And it's Goldust. Goldust returning from injury from Payback. Cody Rhodes took Goldust out of action, but Goldust is back for retribution against his brother that turned on him. Goldust. Oh, and the Bulldog. Goldust is back. And he's congratulating Cesaro on the world title victory. What a moment. A attempted cash-in. Cody Rhodes still has the briefcase, and Cesaro still has the world title. It's all because of Goldust. I'm sure we won't hear the end of this from Cody Rhodes. We're going to have to find out in the WWE 2K16 JW season. Thanks for watching this whole 2K15 season. Thanks for watching Money in the Bank. And we'll see you with some 2K16 content.